Mm, mm, here we go. Oh, it's hot. It is freaking hot. The water, take where's my glasses anyway? Oh, let me get my glasses. Let me get my glasses. Hello, everybody. I had to grab my glasses. What's up, guys? Hello, hello, hello. Hello, bro. Please reply me. What do you say? Oh, he said I love you. What? What is the matter? What is the matter? What's going on? Hello, guys. Welcome to the live. Today's Sunday. You guys know, or if you are new here, you should on the weekend we do questions. You can ask me a relationship question. And I'll be glad to answer your question. So feel free to ask me a relationship question. Okay. Hope everybody had a great Sunday or having a great Sunday so far. How's your day going? Hope your day is blessed. Yeah. So From my end, I'm doing awesome. How's everybody doing? I had to grab my glasses uh, so I can be able to see a comment stuff like that. So what's up, guys? I know it's been a minute since I went live. My schedule just been so tight, so I said let me, go live for a little bit, check chat with you guys. Oh, wait, let me put more in on. Hello, hello, welcome. Welcome to the live. I thought this phone would charge, but it's not. Oh, yeah, so ask your question so we can get going, y'all. So we can get going with this live section before I go do my walk. Ooh, wait. Answer you. Uh, what are Have I eaten food? Yeah, I ate some hot dog. We went to church. We went to Costco after church. I had one of the hot dogs. It was good. Pretty much that's all I had so far. Hello, hello. Welcome, guys. Welcome to the live. For those of you who just coming in, feel free to ask a relationship question, and I'll be glad to answer your question. Wishing you all a successful day ahead. Hope this coming new week bring all the blessing your way. That God answer your prayer, whatever you've been asking God for. I hope I pray He answer your prayer this coming week. New week that we are about to start tomorrow. Hang in there, keep pushing, don't give up. Don't give up on yourself. Um, if things is not going as planned, don't give up. Have faith, keep moving, keep pushing. Things get better over time. You know, yeah. Even if you are currently you are not in a relationship, you're looking for a partnership, somebody who will love you unconditionally. I pray to God that God send that person in your life that that person come your way is not going to give you a headache. Yeah, kitchen, fridge, or pantry. So yeah, what is going on? They're riding a bike. That's cool. I don't know how to ride. I don't know if I'll ever learn how to ride a motorbike. To me, that's so risky. There's water in the What is going on? Yeah, I'm a nosy neighbor. I'm watching to see what it doing. Oh, hi guys. I'm being a little nosy neighbor. I'm just watching my surroundings. So what's up, guys? How your day going? In a relationship question, let me know. I want to chit chat with you guys for at least an hour if you're asking questions. But pretty much the live will depend on if you guys are asking questions. But it's all about you guys today. That I'm not just running my mouth. Is if you're out there driving, drive safe, be careful. But we're driving on our way here, somebody just hit somebody's car and just ran off. People would be like driving so crazy. I don't know. If you hit somebody's car, by the way, you're supposed to stop. Make sure the person is okay. You don't run off. I was just crazy. Mm. Any question? Happy Sunday to you all. Happy Sunday. Did you guys go to church? If you do go to church, did you go to church today? We went to church, but was serving the kids section, so we didn't watch his sermons today. We usually volunteer in the kids area at least once or twice a month, so that's what we did today. So hope everybody went to church if you had the time to do so. If not, always say a prayer for yourself, your family in the morning. before you go to bed. During the day, if you have time, just take a moment and just pray for yourself. Uh, and pray for your family as well. Because I'm telling you, the devil is busy throughout. So keep keep you and your family in prayer. Just protect her during the day. Hello, welcome to the chat. Feel free to ask a question if you like. If you like, ask a question. Happy 4th of July, y'all. Late 4th of July. I know yesterday was July the 4th. Happy Independence Day to you all. You guys have fun. Um, I took my girls to watch the parade yesterday. Um, yeah, we watched two parades yesterday. We went to watch the fireworks. We watched a very little bit of it, but it was just too overcrowded. So we um, we came back home. Yeah, the crowd was just too much. What's up, guys? What's up? What's in the sky? What's your relationship question? Why my camera looks so blurry? It's about time to change this. Thank you for subbing to the channel. Whoever subscribed, thank you. Thank you for subbing. Appreciate it. You guys are always welcome to stop by on here. I know sometimes my schedule get in the way of me going live, but I'm no so far if I don't pick up extra shift tomorrow, I'm off. I think I'm off for the next 2 days. So I would definitely use that time to go live. Ooh, to check out my people. Yeah, I'm off today, tomorrow, so ooh, excuse me. Then Tuesday I'm doing a double. Um, Probably Tuesday I might not go live, but Wednesday, Thursday I'll try to go live at around 5. So if you want to come and hang out with me, you are welcome to do that. Um, the other days are pretty busy, but yeah, doing this whole week, I'm gonna try to go live at least 4 days. 4 days at least out of the week. So tomorrow I'm gonna go live. Probably the regular time tomorrow. Um, then Tuesday I'm doing a double so I can go live. But Wednesday for sure I can go live. I can go live either before 4 or after. Oh yeah, I have to go live before 4 o'clock. So I'll probably go live between maybe 1 o'clock to 3:30 the max around there. Wednesday and Thursday, I'll probably do that. Then Friday, I can go live, but have to be after 5 because I'm gonna do one shift. Saturday, so far I'm doing a double, so I don't know if I'll go live. We shall see. I could probably go live after my first shift because I have like um 2 hours in between, so I can chit chat with you guys a little bit before my next shift. So we'll probably do that. So the goal is to go live this week, maybe 4 or 5 times out of this week. So if you are into this kind of content, come and hang out with me, just chit chat and stuff like that. For those of you who are new here, every weekend we do questions. You can ask me relationship questions, stuff like that. Um, yeah. Or if you need any advice, stuff like that. So we can. You should I do that on the weekends. Hello, welcome. Welcome to the live. Welcome. Hola, hola, everybody. Hello, hello, and welcome. Feel free to ask a relationship question. That's what we're doing today. So feel free to ask a relationship question. Okay? It is hot. And it is very, very hot. It's really, I love the heat, but today is too much. Hello, guys. Feel free to ask a question. Uh, where are you now? Where am I? Columbus, Ohio. Where are you from? Dubai. Okay. All right. Okay. I never been to Dubai. seems that you guys got some nice, you got some beautiful buildings over there. I've been seeing some vloggers that been over there. Some YouTuber that go over there to visit and stuff like that. Feel free to ask a relationship question, guys. That's what we're doing today. So, well, welcome from Dubai to greetings from Columbus to you. Glad to have each and every one of you here. All the best for you. Wishing you guys the best as well. Hope you have an awesome day. Everybody, hope you all had a fantastic day so far. Grateful to be here with you guys. Another gift of life. Grateful to be here. There was many people who wasn't able to see this day, but uh, enjoy your special day. You as well. Thank you for stopping by. You enjoy your day as well. Glad to have each and every one of you here. Hello. Hello, guys. Welcome to Catherine World. What time is it? I'm gonna be here for a little bit. If there's not that many questions, I think I'm gonna end the live a little bit. But I'm gonna hang out a little bit and see if you guys, anybody have questions before I end the live session. Oh, hold on. What's this? Let me see something. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the channel. Feel free to ask relationship questions slash advice. Glad to answer your question. I'll be glad to answer your question. Thank you for the hearts. Hello, everybody. Feel free to ask relationship questions slash advice. Thank you for stopping by. Glad to have each and every one of you here. So, yeah, that's what we're doing for today. So, happy Sunday to everybody. Hope your Sunday is going great so far. Live life to the fullest. Make every day count. Tomorrow does not promise you. So, uh, whatever you're trying to do in your life, start now. Don't say tomorrow, tomorrow. Tomorrow does not promise you. So, start now. It might not be big, whatever, but start. Start from somewhere. Somehow I'm trying to type something, but it's saying thank you for real. Thank you for subbing to the channel. Thank you, thank you. I was looking for this. There was a message from what's the name, Denzel Washington. I was looking for it so we can listen to it since nobody asked a question. I started watching it, but I didn't finish it. Let's see, Denzel Washington. Let's see. Was it? I don't think this was it. Hello, guys. Welcome. I don't think that was Basic use of motivation speech. Is worthwhile unless you take risks of nothing. Nelson Mandela said, there is no passion to be found playing small and settling for a life that's less than the one you're capable of living. Now, I'm sure in your experiences in school and applying to college and picking your major and deciding what you want to do with life, I'm sure people have told you to make sure you have something to fall back on. Make sure you got something to fall back on, honey. But I never understood that concept. Oh, I think that was this one. Don't just aspire to make a living. I don't think that was it. Aspire to make a difference. Well, as I said, I'm a positive person. I think that. All right, why you? I wait for you guys to ask questions. We could just gonna listen to some motivational speech and stuff like that until somebody asks a question. Then I will stop. It would be easy to sit here and say, oh yeah, there's a lot of prejudice, there's a lot of racism. Well, that's a given. I try to be a positive person and figure out a way I can do better, not give in to small minds. Discuss other people. Gossip. Good minds discuss events. Great Hello, welcome. At 66, getting ready to be 67, having just married my mother, I made a promise to her and to God to do, not just to do good the right way, but to honor my mother and my father by the way I live my life the rest of my days on this earth. I'm here to serve, to help, to provide. When I was young, I started to really make it as an actor. I came in, I talked to my mother. I said, Ma, did you think that this was going to happen? I'd be so big and I'll be able to take care of everybody and I can do this and I can do that and I can. She said, boy, stop it right there, stop it right there. She said, if you only knew how many people that have been praying for you, how many prayer groups she put together, how many prayer calls she gave me, how many times she splashed me. Let me ask you something. How many times have you let someone else's words ruin your day? How many times have you allowed another person's negativity to steal your joy? How many times have you gone to bed angry, replaying the same situation over and over in your mind, wishing you had said something different, wishing they had treated you better? Let me tell you something. Your peace is yours. Your happiness is yours. And no one has the right to take that away from you. But here's the truth. People will test you, they will disrespect you, they will push your buttons. That's life. You can't control what they do, but you can control what you allow to bother you. So today, I'm going to show you how to walk through life untouchable, how to move with so much strength, so much peace that no one can break you down. Most people go through life believing that emotions just happen to them, like the weather, unpredictable, uncontrollable, and inevitable. But the truth is, emotions are not storms that hit you out of nowhere. They are responses, and responses can be controlled. Think about it. Have you ever noticed how two people can go through the same situation and react completely differently?
got a funny way of revealing folks. It's in the betrayal, not the blessing, where people's true character gets exposed. It's not when everything's good and easy. It's when the pressure hits, when jealousy creeps in, when they think you ain't watching, that's when the mask falls. And let me tell you this, their betrayal, oh, it backfired. Big time. Because, see, when someone betrays you, they think they're winning. They think they've outsmarted you. They think they got away with something slick. But what they don't realize is God don't sleep. The universe don't miss. And karma, oh, karma's precise. She might take her time, but when she comes, she knocks on the exact door that needs answering. Now, let's go deeper. You didn't just get betrayed by anybody. Nah, it was someone you trusted, someone you believed in, someone you rooted for, even when they didn't deserve it. And that's why it hurt. That's why it cut so deep. Because betrayal doesn't come from enemies. It comes from people you let close, people you opened your heart to, people who knew your wounds and still decided to stick the knife in. But I need you to hear me when I say this. You didn't lose them. They lost you. And that loss, that's what they're paying for now. See, people think betrayal is a moment, a one-time decision. But it's a seed, and seeds grow. That seed they planted with lies, with manipulation, with deceit, it don't just vanish, it grows into regret, it grows into isolation, it grows into a mess they can't clean up. Because the very bridge they burned, that was the only one willing to carry them to the next level. So now they're watching you from a distance, watching you rise, watching you heal, watching you blow up without them. And they hate it, not because you did them wrong, but because you didn't fall apart when they walked away. That's the part they can't stand. That's the part they didn't see coming. They thought their betrayal would break you, but instead, it built you. Let me tell you something about people who betray others. They think short term. They think about the now, not the later. They think about gain, not growth.
Guys, feel
But
free to ask a question.
you
I
were
will
built
stop
different.
and answer you guys.
You were chosen for something higher, and betrayal, that was just a part of the training. That pain, it was sharpening your purpose. That heartbreak, it was making space for your real tribe, your real blessings, your real elevation. And now, the same people who betrayed you, they sitting in rooms bringing up your name, hoping somebody got a reason to hate you too. But guess what? No one does. Because you never moved dirty. You never fought fire with fire. You never stooped to their level. You kept your integrity. You kept your grace. You kept walking while they kept talking. That's why they're paying the price. Not because you cursed them, not because you wished bad on them, but because you chose peace while they chose petty. You chose growth while they chose gossip.
Guys, feel free to ask a question. I will pause and answer you guys.
While they chased popularity. Let me say this loud.
I'm only playing this until somebody asks a question. Then I will stop and answer your question and stuff like that. In that way, I'm not just like sitting down and nothing going on. So yeah.
Loud and clear. You don't have to seek revenge when God handles your battles. People will betray you and expect applause. They'll do you wrong and then spin the story to make themselves the victim. But truth don't need defending. It reveals itself in time. And right now, time is working in your favor. You see, when people move against you with bad intentions, thinking they can sabotage what you've built, what they don't realize is you weren't building on sand. You were building on truth. You were building on character. You were building on faith. And you can't tear down what God has his hand on. So yes, it hurt. Yes, it confused you. Yes, it made you question yourself. But look at you now. Still standing, still growing, still becoming. And them, they're stuck in a cycle. Because betrayal doesn't just cost relationships, it costs peace, it costs sleep, it costs trust. And you can't fake those things forever. They're paying the price now because they underestimated the power of your resilience. They thought you'd beg. They thought you'd crumble. They thought you'd chase them. But when you stayed silent, when you didn't react, that's when they realized they lost something valuable, something real, something rare. See, real don't panic when fake walks away. Real don't chase validation from folks who can't even validate themselves. Real understands that betrayal is a reflection of them, not you. And that's what's eating them alive now. Not the betrayal, but the fact that you moved on without revenge, that you kept smiling, that you kept growing, that you became even better after they did you wrong. That kind of peace, that kind of evolution, that's punishment enough. Let me give you this piece of truth. Your glow up is their karma. That success they swore you'd never reach, you're stepping into it. That love they thought no one else would give you, you're surrounded by it. That peace they tried to disturb, you're bathing in it. And they're watching. Not because they care, but because they regret. Regret is loud when peace is silent. Regret screams when joy walks into the room. And their regret is the price they're paying now. Now, I ain't saying you gotta hate them. No, don't carry that weight. Don't let bitterness sit in your soul. That kind of weight slows you down. It drains your energy, your peace, your purpose. And you got too much life ahead of you to be dragging the ghost of betrayal behind you like chains. That ain't your load to carry. Let them go. Let them be. But don't you dare forget the lesson. Because betrayal is a brutal teacher. It doesn't knock gently. It crashes into your life like a storm. Unexpected, uninvited, and unapologetic. But when the dust settles, when the tears dry, when the heartbreak fades, something inside of you changes forever. Betrayal don't leave you the same. It cracks you wide open, and what spills out, that's the truth. The real. Your strength, your clarity, your standards. It teaches you who you are and who you're not. It teaches you who belongs in your life and who is only renting space. See, let me be real with you. Betrayal is not always loud. It ain't always somebody stabbing you in the back, yelling insults, or walking out and slamming the door behind them. Sometimes betrayal is a quiet smile, a warm hug from someone who just finished lying on your name. Sometimes it's that fake support, that surface level praise. They clap when you're around, but behind the scenes, they're planting seeds of doubt, spreading lies, wishing your downfall while wearing the mask of a friend. That's the kind of betrayal that hurts the most. The slow one, the sneaky one, the betrayal that pretends to be love. Because when an enemy hurts you, you expect it. It stings, but it don't shock you. But when it's someone close, someone you loved, someone you trusted, someone you showed up for, that's a different kind of pain. That's a wound that don't bleed on the outside, but it runs deep through your spirit. It shakes your faith in people, makes you question your own judgment, makes you wonder how you didn't see it coming. That's betrayal, and it's hard. But even that can't stop what's meant for you. Because what's meant for you It doesn't come through trickery. It doesn't arrive through deception. What's meant for you, your purpose, your peace, your blessings, it comes through alignment. It shows up through truth, through faith, through divine timing. You don't have to manipulate your way into your destiny. You don't have to hurt somebody to move forward. You don't have to step on others to rise. That's not how real elevation works. So if someone had to betray you to get ahead, hear me, they didn't win. They compromised themselves. They sold their integrity for a shortcut. Yeah. They gave up real loyalty for a temporary advantage. But you stayed solid. You stayed true. You didn't lower yourself just to match their energy. And that's why you're already winning, even when it don't feel like it. Because here's the truth. Anything built on betrayal will collapse eventually. Might not be today, might not be next week, but sooner or later the truth shows up. Lies get exposed, fake gets revealed, and all that energy they put into trying to break you, it turns on them. That's how the universe works. You reap what you sow, and they're gonna have to sit with what they've done, but not you. You keep walking, keep evolving, keep shining. Don't pause your journey. Throw stones at every snake that slithered by. Let their consequences be their own. You don't need to check in to see if karma is working. Just know it is. It don't need your help. It don't need your revenge. It's already in motion. Get your grubby little mitts off my car. I just wanted to rent it. It's my anniversary. I wanted to surprise my wife. Let me tell you a story. A true one is a man I know, real one. Good heart, always showed up for others. Never asked for much, just gave. He had this friend. So guys, I'm just here waiting for you guys to ask questions while I listen to this. So if you have any question, feel free to ask a question. I'm gonna pause this and answer a question, okay? Yeah, welcome to the channel. If you're new here, by the way, hi, my name is Catherine. Welcome to my channel. You guys are welcome here anytime. So, I love to listen to different, perspective or like different motivational stuff and stuff like that. So, you can always learn something from just listening from, stuff that actually going to help you in the long run. So, yeah, I actually like to listen to motivational stuff and quotes, speech, motivational speech. So, yeah, while we just sit here and wait for somebody to ask a question, we're going to listen to this. For those who don't have question to ask, we can listen to it until somebody asks a question. Um, uh, what I do, my name is what? Hello, how you think about Trump? To be honest with you, I don't. When it comes to politics, I don't really talk about politics on here. So, um, yeah, I just choose not to talk about politics on my channel personally. So, yeah, I don't. I would say I don't agree with everything he does, but yeah, I don't really talk about politics on here. So that's just my opinion. So yeah, until somebody asks a question, I'ma pause. By the way, this is Denzel Washington. He had a lot of motivational speech and stuff like that. So if you ever want to listen to some of his speech, you can just go on YouTube. He's also on TikTok as well. You can just go on YouTube, pull Denzel Washington motivational speech. He have a whole lot on here. So if you ever want to, listen to him, some of his speeches or his speech, go and listen to him.
Yeah. Until then, feel free to ask a relationship question. Then I will answer you guys. Okay. All right. Until then, let's get to this.
Someone he considered family. That friend fell on hard times, lost his job, had no place to go. This man opened his door, fed him, clothed him, gave him a bed to sleep in, helped him get back on his feet, treated him like a brother. No questions asked, no judgment, just love. But sometimes the people you help the most, they're the ones who hurt you the worst. That friend turned on him,
Hello,
lied on him,
welcome.
stole from him, took the kindness for weakness, and tried to ruin his name, tried to destroy everything he built. And when the man confronted him, you know what the friend said?
Welcome.
It's just business. Just business. Ain't that something? You break bread with someone, share your home, your peace, your trust, and they treat you like a stepping stone. But here's the twist. That man, he didn't get bitter. He didn't retaliate. He let it go. Kept building, kept grinding, kept growing. And today, he's more successful than ever, respected, stronger, surrounded by real people. While that friend, he's a ghost, isolated, disconnected, still chasing something he can't even define. Because betrayal never leads to peace.
Yeah.
You might gain something in the short run, but it costs you in the long run. You lose respect, you lose trust, and most of all, you lose access. Access to real people, real connections, real blessings.
Yeah.
That's the price. So I say to you, yes, they betrayed you, but don't let that betrayal define you. Don't let it harden your heart.
Yeah.
Don't let it dim your light. That's what they want. They want to see you bitter, broken, distrustful. But don't give them that satisfaction. Forgive, not for them, but for you. Release the weight, let it go. Not because they deserve peace, but because you do.
Yeah.
You deserve a life free from resentment, free from holding grudges, free from trying to make people pay for what they did. That's not your job. Your job is to heal. Your job is to rise. Your job is to keep your heart open even when it's been broken. Because every great person you admire, every legend, every leader, every soul that made an impact, they were betrayed. They were lied on, talked about, counted out. But they didn't stay in the pain. They used it, transformed it, turned that betrayal into fuel. So you do the same. Let it be your fire. Let it be your motivation.
Hello,
Let it be the
welcome.
thing that pushed you further than you thought you could go. And when you reach that next level, and oh, you look back and realize they didn't break you. They built you. And that's the ultimate victory. So let them talk. Let them watch. Let them sit in the shadows of their own decisions. That's their price to pay. And you keep walking in the light. You keep rising in your truth. You keep loving, living, and leading with grace. Because no betrayal can block what's already written for you. And when it's all said and done, their betrayal will be the reason you became unstoppable. That's how the story ends. That's how the tables turn. And that's why you never needed revenge, because your elevation is the response. Let them pay the price. You go, collect the peace, and never look back. But years later, that man that got betrayed, he's thriving. He didn't just survive, he rose. He didn't let the knife in his back stop him. He used it to carve a new path forward. Today, he walks in rooms with his head high, accomplished, grounded, respected, not because he had an easy road, but because he had a real one. He got there not by stepping on others, not by faking it. He got there by walking in truth, even when it hurt. And that kind of rise,
Hello,
that's
welcome.
unshakable. And that friend, the one who betrayed him, he's out there living in the shadows of his own decisions, bitter, hollow, isolated. Not because the world turned its back on him, but because he turned his back on loyalty, on gratitude, on character. That's the cost of betrayal. It might feel like a shortcut at the time, but life always brings the receipt. You don't get to build happiness off somebody else's pain. You don't get to sleep peacefully when your success is built on disloyalty. It don't last. That energy, it always finds its way back to you. So to you, the one who's been betrayed, I want you to pause and breathe real deep, because I know how it feels. I know what it's like to give your all to someone only to have them use it against you. I know the confusion, the sleepless nights, the anger you swallow trying to stay calm, the tears you cry in silence because you don't want the world to see you broken. I know how betrayal can make you question your own worth, your judgment, your heart. But listen to me now. You didn't deserve what happened to you. You didn't earn that betrayal. You were real. You were honest. You were present. That's not weakness. That's rare. And while they were plotting behind your back,
Hello,
you were standing
welcome.
in love. While they were taking, you were giving. While they were faking, you were being genuine. And none of that is something to regret. That's your strength. That's your life. And I promise you this, the pain you feel now, it's not the end. It's just
Hello,
the pressure before the
welcome.
breakthrough. That weight on your chest, that's the resistance that builds strength. That ache in your heart, that's the cracking open that lets the truth in.
Thank you
Growth
for
ain't always pretty.
serving.
Sometimes it comes through pain. Sometimes it comes wrapped in betrayal, but it always comes with purpose. And your story, it ain't over. Nah, it's just getting good. See, you had to lose what wasn't real to find what is. You had to be broken to be rebuilt stronger. You had to be betrayed to understand what loyalty really looks like. And one day, mark my words, you're going to look back at that betrayal and feel something surprising: gratitude. Not because you loved what they did, not because it didn't hurt, but because that moment, that betrayal, was the turning point. Without it, you wouldn't have awakened. You would have kept trusting the wrong people, kept tolerating energy that didn't match yours, kept giving your heart to folks who only showed up when it was convenient.
Right.
That betrayal, it exposed them. It revealed the truth. And now you're walking with your eyes open. You're leveling up. You're building boundaries. You're
Hello, guys. For those of you who just coming in, feel free to ask any relationship questions, or if you need advice, feel free to ask. Until then, if nobody is saying something, we're just going to listen to this until somebody asks a question. Then I will pause this video. It just motivational stuff from Denzel Washington. So yeah, I love to listen to him actually. If you want to listen to more of his motivational speech and stuff like that, just go search Denzel Washington on YouTube. He's on TikTok as well. So if you want to listen to more of his motivational speech and stuff like that, just search Denzel Washington, and yeah, you can listen to some of his motivational speech and stuff like that. Until then, until somebody asks a question, we're just going to listen to it. If somebody asks a question, then I'll pause the video and answer the question. Okay? Thank you all for coming. Glad to have each and every one of you guys here. Yeah, and while you're listening, if you don't have any question to ask, um, if you would like to add on what he's saying, stuff like that, you are welcome to do so. If you have the feedback from what he's saying, you want to say something, put in the comment down, put in the comment section below. Okay. All right. Let's go on.
Surrounding yourself with real ones, people who clap in private, not just in public. People who celebrate your wins, not compete with them. People who tell you the truth, not just what you want to hear. That's the gift in the pain. It makes room for what's real. So walk forward, not bitter, better. Don't let the betrayal define you. Let it refine you. Let it sharpen your vision, not darken your heart.
Yeah.
Don't carry revenge in your spirit. Carry resolve. Let your comeback speak louder than their betrayal ever could. Walk forward, not to prove them wrong, but to prove yourself right. Because deep down, you know who you are. You know your heart. You know what you gave, what you endured, what you survived. And that matters more than what they did. You don't have to show them you made it. Just make it. Let your success be silent, steady, and sacred. And know this: the same betrayal that tried to break you is the same one that made them lose their best chance at real love, real friendship, real loyalty. They fumbled someone who was solid,
Yeah.
someone who had their back, someone who would have gone to war for them. And that's a loss they're going to feel for a long time. While they're sitting with their regrets, playing back moments they can't get back, you'll be walking in peace. And peace, that's priceless. That's freedom. That's the reward for staying true in a world that's full of masks. They paying the price. You collecting the peace. And peace is expensive, baby. It costs you your pride, your need for closure, your need to be understood by people who chose to misunderstand you. But it's worth it every time, because nothing feels better than walking away from betrayal without dragging it behind you. Keep shining, keep evolving. So they didn't stop you, they started you. They pushed you toward your greatness without even knowing it. That's the power of betrayal. It hurts, yes, but it also clears the way. It cuts ties you were too loyal to let go of. It frees you from what was holding you back. It wakes you up. That's the power of your comeback. That's the gift of your pain. That's the beginning of your rise. And I can't wait to see how high you go, because you're not done. You're not defeated. You're not disqualified. You're just getting started. You're wiser, stronger, more focused, and the people who are meant to walk with you now, they'll see you for what you truly are.
Yeah.
Resilient, real, and ready. Because you, my friend, you were never the one who lost. You were the lesson they had to learn.
Yeah.
The mirror they couldn't face. The one who loved them right while they loved you wrong. And that kind of regret, that sticks, that haunts, that lingers. And now they paying the price in silence, in regret, in missed opportunities. Wow, you're rising, you're glowing, you're living. You became the version of yourself that betrayal couldn't destroy. So hold your head high, keep your spirit light, and move like someone who's already won. Because you have. They didn't take anything from you. They just taught you what to never accept again. And that's the kind of wisdom no one can steal.
Yeah, guys. So that Denzel Washington, thank you all for that motivational speech. Um, I love to, just listen to different stuff like that. Actually, it helps you, So, yeah, if you guys want to listen to more of stuff like that, you can go search him out. His name is Denzel Washington. Check him out. And whatever you listen to today, give me your input. What you think about um his speech and stuff like that. What you think about it? I love to hear you guys input. Yeah. Um, we're gonna hang around here for a little bit. If anybody have questions, feel free to ask. Um, I know we've been on here for a little over an hour. Let's see. Yeah, he do have like different um, motivation and stuff. So you can just search him out. He have a whole lot. He's on YouTube, so search him out. We can also always learn something from somebody. Um, yeah. Yeah, so wanna just chill a little bit here. 40 years I've been chasing. Then love to hear you guys input. If you have questions, I think I like doing this on the weekend. I will get to know each other more and stuff like that. Cause sometimes during the weekday, I'll be just running my mouth. In that way, it gives you guys time to just, if you have questions or you have something to talk about, like a advice, stuff like that. You know, I leave the weekend for you guys to do that. Even though during the weekday I do that, but I think on the weekend it's even better. That one, we just take the weekend for you guys to ask questions, any question and stuff like that. Um, hmm. So if I want to improve your relationship, mm, that's true. When we have a partner who refuses to be a, when we have a partner who refuses to be a safe place for us to share our heart, when they discourage us from being honest about our inner world, we will naturally close our heart off to that person because there's no actual trust or emotional connection in that relationship anymore, which means there won't be any friendship or intimacy or felt sense of safety either. And that's not sustainable in the long run. So if you love this person and the relationship, the most loving thing that you can do is show up as your authentic self and be kind, vulnerable, and assertive about your needs and be mutually accountable to the words and behaviors that only cause distance and disconnection between you. When we have a partner, how do you build trust in your relationship? It's a very, very important part of the development of a relationship. We discovered this in our Love Lab when we studied. Hi guys, welcome. Feel free to ask questions, and I'll be glad to answer your question. I'm just chilling, listening to different relationship stuff. Yeah, if you have questions, feel free to ask. I'll pause the video and just answer the question. Okay? Yeah. Facets to it. How do you build trust in your relationship? It's a very, very important part of the development of a relationship. We discovered this in our Love Lab when we studied 130 newlywed couples just a couple of months after their wedding. One thing we studied was how did they deal with conflict? And it turned out all the conflicts, every single one of them, had underneath them, can I rely on you? Will you be there for me? There are so many answers to that question. It's almost like a diamond that has all these facets to it. Relationships don't end. They never end, even if you want them to end. This is what I mean by that. Let's say that everything goes absolutely
absolutely horribly in a relationship and you want nothing to do with this person and you break up with them, unfortunately, breaking up with them didn't make them cease to exist. Maybe it just turned them into an enemy instead. So now, instead of the relationship being that you're partners, the relationship is that's an enemy now. So get it through your head. Relationships never end. The point of conscious uncoupling or creating friendship after breakup is to try to do this in a way where you have a positive relationship coming out of it instead of a horrifically negative one. The fact that relationships don't end is why most people who are conscious choose to do this and not call it a breakup, but instead call it a transition or a passage or a shift or an uncoupling. So anytime a relationship is changing, it isn't ending. The question is, what is it changing into? Your goal should be to get very clear about specifically what you want it to turn into instead. Relationships. If every time you we've gotten so thick in it, and so you're either getting into it through. We've gotten so thick in it, and so you're either getting into it through abuse of this or that, or you spend the rest of your life getting out of it, which is all giving it that plane of reality so much juice. And you look at your relationships from the point of view of your separateness. How will you fulfill my needs? I'll be who you need me to be if you'll be who I need you to be. Now, that kind of symbiosis that's all fine if you don't get trapped in it. But if you get trapped in it, it's a nightmare. It's a nightmare rooted in your sense of separateness. It's like feeding the illusion of separateness, which is the root cause of the pain. We've got.
Hello, welcome. Feel free to ask a question.
You must be at that stage where it's like,
All right, y'all. I think I'm gonna let you guys go for today. Thank you all for stopping by. If you have any topic you guys would like for to discuss during this upcoming week, put it down below in the comment section. Love to hear you guys input about today's discussion. What you learned. What can you add to Denzel Washington's speech? Um, do you have any experience on or have you experienced any of these stuff that he talked about? Comment down below. Once again, if you are into this kind of content, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It's going to help me up as a small YouTuber, and it's going to help me grow that more people are able to hear my channel. And also, if you have other things that you like for to discuss, I am open to more topic ideas. So feel free to comment down below what you would like to hear in our next session. Okay. Thank you all. Hope you all have a successful week coming up. Yeah, don't give up on yourself no matter what you're going through. Somebody's going through worse than what you are going through. So never give up on yourself. Um, if you ever been through a breakup, you cannot just get stuck in that breakup. You can't keep yourself down. You have to get up, keep moving. It's life. Things happen. Nothing lasts forever. So if somebody ever hurt your broke your heart, or that's the thing about life. You cannot you cannot promise that nobody's going to break your heart. Nobody's going to disappoint you. People are going to do all the stuff. But what matters the most is just moving forward. You can't be like, oh, this person broke my heart, so I'm gonna treat other people wrong, or I'm not gonna open my heart to other people. What you can do next is changing who you choose next to come into your life or your energy and stuff like that. So we go through this stuff for us to learn a lesson, but we cannot continue to make the same mistakes. Okay, so that what matter the most. So if you are a good person, you are nice to people, but you just haven't found the right person, hang in there. At the right time, the right person will come along the way. There's always somebody out there for somebody. We all have someone out there for us that we are compatible with, that is the right person for us. So never being rushed to choose just because you feel like your time is running out, or you feel like you don't have enough time, or you feel like you're getting older that you just need somebody. Don't rush the process. Wait alone. If it's the right time, if it's the right person, you won't have to question the relationship. Okay? Thank you all and stay blessed. Bye. See you tomorrow.